Hi guys, hope you are all well and welcome back to my channel. As you can probably tell by the name of this video, it's gonna be a bit of a different one this time. I'm gonna talk about a topic which angers me, which makes my blood boil a bit, and I just couldn't ignore it and couldn't ignore all the nonsense around it. So I'm gonna talk about Salah and Mane and whether they hate each other, whether there is some sort of unfinished business between each other, whether they don't pass to each other on purpose, and so forth. So the first thing I want to look at is how and why these rumors started. So, as some of you will probably remember, there was a game, I think it was last season, which Liverpool won 3-0 over Burnley. And there was a situation at the end of the game where Salah didn't pass to Mane, even though Mane was in a better position to score, but Salah chose to shoot himself and didn't score. Mane looked pretty angry then, and then he was substituted. He threw a bit of a tantrum and looked mad and really unhappy. So straight after the game, all kinds of crazy theories started to come out in the news, as always. So they were talking about how there is so much hatred between each other, how one of them will leave if the other will stay, and all types of you know what. So then I searched online to see what was their point of view when all of this happened. So I actually found what Mane has said to Canal Plus. He kind of explained everything what was going on, and I'm gonna put the quote here, which says, "He said to me, Sadio, why are you angry?" That's what Salah said. "I told him, you needed to give me the ball more." To which he replied, "I didn't see you. You know I've got nothing against you." I know that, but his reaction was a bit strange to me. We talk on the phone sometimes, we text each other, and we don't have a problem. This is what the person says who is actually involved in the situation. But what do we tend to believe? Of course, we tend to believe all the bad things. And then I found what Salah has said about it. And he said, I'm reading from computer, it wasn't a fight. Everyone wants to help Liverpool to win and support other teammates. Sometimes we get angry in the match, but that finished immediately. And the game after, we assisted each other and helped Liverpool with our goals and assists. So this is what it is for them. But we still tend to believe that there is a problem. It started a couple of weeks ago that there is a problem again. So I just wanted to look a bit further and see why there is a problem. So what I did first is I checked how media is showing their relationship. And what I actually did is I took a very popular duo in the Premier League as a comparison to them, which is Kane and Son. So first I did a search of Salah and Mane in Google, and I will put here the things I got when I did this search, which is mostly about that they are sabotaging each other, they have a relationship problem, that they are frustrated with each other. These are the things which come up first. And nothing is really their performance or the team related. So when I did a search of Kane and Son, which you're gonna see now, it's all about football, how they set new records together, fantasy football tips, how good they are together. All of it is football related, and there is nothing bad written about them. Of course, maybe they haven't had any issues, like, well, not issues, but that problem in one game like Salah and Mane did before, but this is just completely completely crazy, because you write Salah and Mane and you have all of these conspiracy theories and media wanting to get clicks and just by saying bad stuff, and then you write Kane and Son and it's something completely different. So you're not gonna tell me that this isn't on purpose. And another thing which is adding to all of this is what our own pundits have said about the issue and Salah and Mane relationship. I'll start with what Jamie Carragher has said. And I just want to add that I don't have anything against them. It's just what I've found online. So Jamie has said, the more issues fester, the more you are parking the problem for a later date. The disagreement earlier this season between Liverpool strikers Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah comes in the same category. There is no way Mane lost his head solely because he did not receive a few passes against Burnley. His frustration will have been gathering for months, ensuring it only needed a trigger to bring it onto the open. I think, as a pundit and as a Liverpool fan, you should not be making these comments, because people are going to believe you because you're so close to Liverpool. People are going to think, okay, there is definitely a problem. So I think it's a bit irresponsible to make comments like these. And next one I want to look at is Michael Owen's comments, which there have been a couple over time. And I'll put here some of his latest ones where he said, I just wonder, and it might be a little bit devious thoughts creeping into my head. Mo Salah is the penalty taker in this team, and if Mane thinks he's getting a chance to score, he thinks, well, I'm going to score if I don't stay on my feet. Mo Salah going to get another penalty. So this means he thinks that Mane doesn't fall on purpose because he knows that Salah is going to take a penalty, which is a completely ridiculous claim. And this is the same, well, it's even worse than Jamie Carragher's one, because you can't make comments like this because people are going to believe it, and you don't have any base to say comments like these. So it just makes me angry, and this is not the first comment he has made about Mane and Salah. And here is another comment saying that Michael Owen spotted Mane's frustration with the Egypt international during their 2-1 victory over Sheffield United, and the problems were apparent once again in a 1-1 draw with Manchester City, which I think was 2 seasons ago. So this is not the first time he said things like that, and I think it is a bit irresponsible, because even though he did move to Manchester United, people still associate, and he likes to be associated with Liverpool, so people think of him as a reliable source. So I just think it's really irresponsible from their side. And one thing I want to add, which is a very recent comment, and many of you probably heard about this one, is what The Athletic have published. And I will quote a paragraph from their article. He, as in Salah, hates being substituted, and his relationship with Mane is, according to several sources, imperfect. He was not thrilled, for example, when Alexander-Arnold was named as captain ahead of him for the Champions League group game. So this is what they have written, and everyone should see The Athletic as a reliable source, especially for Liverpool news. And this made me a bit uneasy. I was thinking, is it really the case? Talking about how his relationship with Mane is, how he is such a well, not drama queen, but hates being substituted and all that kind of stuff. I don't think it is the case. As I mentioned many times before, we should be concerned if he would be happy to be substituted. And this whole Salah Mane thing, this is just making it worse. I felt like some of the contents of this article were solely written just to get subscription and just to get clicks and likes. I tend to not believe this. Maybe it's my fault, but I think I showed you enough evidence in this video that media do try to show that there is some sort of a problem in the team, even though I don't think there is. And I wanted to continue this with some of the things their own teammates have said about their relationship. And teammates are the people who they see every single day. So maybe you should decide who you trust. Do you trust the media who want engagement, clicks, subscriptions? Or do you trust people who actually are with them on daily basis? So the first one I will quote is what Robertson has said. So he has said, the relationship between the front players of the pitch is really strong, and on the pitch the link-up play and everything is always good. So this is what he has said. And then I'll move on to what Lovren has said and take into account that Lovren is one of Salah's best friends. Salah and Mane are both world-class forwards, and their relentless thirst for goals occasionally sees the duo get frustrated with each other. It is good to have competition between players, Dejan Lovren told Kingfoot in August 2020. It is normal. Salah wants to score more than Mane, and this is football. If both players are in good form, then it serves the team well, and that's the most important thing. And I completely agree with this. We should not be creating this division because we are Salah fans or we are Mane fans. It is no secret that I like Mane, but I don't think he's immune to criticism. So if he plays bad, he should be criticized. But I don't think we should be singling out players and making up comments that they hate each other and stuff like that only because you like the other player more. No, we don't need this division. We need to be unified. We need to think about the team. And if the team right now is winning, we shouldn't be looking for the guilty person and even if they're not winning, even if we're losing, it's not one player who loses the game, it's the whole team. Because if one player has a bad game, the others will show up and others will help him. But in this year, many players have had many bad games. And it just is like that. So before you make crazy comments on Twitter and before you abuse or accuse Salah or Mane or whoever, do your research. Maybe think a bit and think who you believe and think who you support. And only after that you should make any comments. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts and let me know if this video maybe changed the way you see things and changed the way you see how the relationship is between Salah and Mane. And yeah, you'll never walk alone. Bye guys.